Hi, lovely people. Hello. Today, I want to talk to you about the ascension process because, in my own experience, I think there are so many things happening and it just keeps on going. Like, this seems to be a journey, definitely of some sort. I don't feel it's gonna be over anytime soon. I don't know if it's ever gonna be over, but then again, I mean, the whole life is like this basically. Only with Ascension, I think it's a little bit different. Once you've gotten the hang of it, of how things resolve itself, then I think it becomes a bit easier to understand. But I don't think it becomes easier to resolve or to turn around necessarily, because I just went through a really rough time, like emotionally. And I just came out on the other side, and I feel today's the first day that I actually feel really good. Like, my body feels strong again, because I also caught the flu, which helped me during the process though. So I'm actually grateful for that, because I was in sort of a cycle, and I wouldn't have broken out of that cycle hadn't I gotten the flu and really wasn't able to move at all. So just in bed and by myself, not being able to watch anything. So yeah, my point being is I don't think it necessarily gets easier, like the process itself, but the understanding of it might. Like, you might come out on the other side. I think that's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, like, again, with my own process, like, today is the first day that I'm actually feeling really good, and I could feel like my heart center really, really opening during this process. I think it also had to do with the supermoon, because it's been bugging me, like, it's been leading me up to this point, and I have a really strong personality. So for me to, when I'm in resistance, for me to get out of resistance, like, it takes some sort of a push, I feel, or some sort of a shake up or something, for me to get over myself and get into the practice and trying to figure out, like, what's actually going on with myself, with my emotions. And turns out there was still some stuff I had to resolve with my father, and actually my part of it, where I realized that I was actually sorry for something that I had done and that I couldn't see at the time, because I was so involved in my own pain that I could not possibly see his. And this is a really big lesson for me, actually. And the lesson that came out of the whole thing is that I realized I really wanted to be kinder. I wanted to be more kind to people. Not that I haven't been on this path already, but with this new thing and with the heart opening big time, it's even more present. It's definitely more present, and I can feel it, like, in my thoughts. Like, I react differently to people, and people react differently to me, and it's really beautiful. And as I was going through this whole thing, I was like, oh my God, I think I'm gonna die. Literally, I'm not even exaggerating. I was like, I'm gonna die from this. And I didn't, thank goodness, but it sure felt like it. It was like really, really intense. And the moment it was over, my guides asked me if I wanted to continue, and I was like, yeah, sure. And I'm like, who's talking here? I mean, are you crazy? Did you just not go through all this stuff? But the feeling after it is so incredibly good that you're not even thinking about anything. I think, to me, I would compare it to childbirth. You just sort of, like, do it again. Or in my case, I can only speak for myself, nobody else. But for myself, you just tend to forget how bad it was. And then you're just like, yeah, I'm on board. And I didn't even think about it. But oh man, I can't wait to see who I'm going to turn into, actually. I'm truly excited for that one, and how much more free of a person I'll be because I'm letting go all of this past stuff, or turning it around into something that serves myself better, that's a lot more authentic and in alignment with myself. Because that's another thing as well. I was truly out of alignment. Like, I was off my path, and that's why I felt so bad for a while. And like I said yesterday, I totally felt like I was back on track again, and that I didn't want to leave again. And part of it had to do with being grateful, other people being there for me, that sparking the desire in myself to be there more for other people. And I was all worried because since I'm just setting up my business right now, I'm like, where am I going to find people to be kind to? Well, they're all around us. So in my case, it's friends and families and whoever else is there on my path at the moment. That can also be like someone at a cashier's desk, something like that, or on the telephone. I can be kind to all of those people, and that's a lot of people. So that's good, and it feels good, it feels right. And I just wanted to make this video to encourage you when you're stuck in a difficult phase during your ascension process. Just keep going, like keep breathing. This is actually a really good tip I got from my dad, which is just like breathe in and breathe out, and breathe in and breathe out again. And before you know it, the day will be over and the next one's going to come, and you're just going to continue doing the same thing, because sometimes you don't have to do anything. You just have to lay there and breathe. And yeah, it will unfold itself. Most likely it will unfold itself. Sometimes you do have to do your part for sure, but sometimes you just have to find back to yourself. So yeah, keep on pushing, or keep on relaxing, whichever it is you're at the moment. And I hope you're all doing great, and I'm sending you much love. Bye bye.